Hello everybody, myself is Surjit Akre. I am the first Indian artist who has achieved a postgraduate degree in easel painting from the Academy of Fine Arts, the Repin Institute of Painting, Sculpture and Architecture in St. Petersburg, Russia. I am also the founder president of Rarix Art Club, affiliated to Russian Center of Sand Culture, New Delhi. I have an experience of 40 years as a professional artist. Let us start our painting composition. First of all, we have to draw the layout. First of all, draw the composition. I generally like to draw direct with flat brush. It gives rhythm in line when you draw freely without any fear. At this moment, don't worry about the perfect drawing. Just keep in mind the proportion of the figure. It is better to make the thumbnail sketches of the composition before starting on the canvas. The thumbnail will help to compose the layout because you know what you are trying to interpret and what type of composition you are going to draw. Like here, I am using the rule of odds. I just draw the whole composition very lightly. I am drawing the composition by using the point and lines. I have mentioned the posture of the figure, the folds of the sari. Make the oval shape of the face. Look how I have divided the proportion of the face. A portrait artist enjoys duplicating the face of an individual onto canvas and the other surfaces. Mention the neckline. It is a challenge to paint an exactness of a person. The fine art artist is a master of reality faces and the human body. Painting realism takes time. Expect to spend days and weeks, not merely a few hours on a painting. Draw the hand. Every portrait that is painted with feeling is a portrait of the heart, not of the sitter. Oscar Wilde. Mention the direction of how folds are lying on the foot. Now I will use the marker to make the contour. When you are satisfied with your drawing, fill the colors. Start with neck. Like here, I have mentioned the ear and neck. Mix Indian red and yellow ochre and apply with small strokes at the darkest area of the face. Mix yellow ochre more and make the middle tone and apply in the upper part of the face near the cheek and nose. Fill the whole darker area of the face. Leave the lighter part. Long patch apply in the arm with thick color. Leave the edges soft. A variety of small brush strokes using stippling paint applied in dots and smudging technique is used throughout the painting of the skin. Stippling gives you the greatest control over the distribution of color when applying paint over large areas such as the cheeks. Paint with this dark shade under the foot. Make a tint of dark crimson by mixing black in it. Put the dark shadow on the arm and blend it. The tones, colors and textures of the skin are all built up in thin layer glazed of paint applied over the fresh tone under painting. Now paint dark black on the hair. Put the shadow under the foot and sari. Make the shade by mixing cadmium red, yellow ochre and white. Apply in the darker shadow area. After underpainting the face with the mid-tone flesh color, there are 3 distinct steps that should be followed in painting the skin. Applying the dark tones, applying the light tones, refining the tone, colors and texture. The skin should be painted over the hairline so that no gaps remain once the hair is completed. Here we have made the darker shade by mixing red and yellow ochre. Apply long patches in front side. Mix black and apply in darker area. Apply small strokes, leaving some white space, then fill this white space with yellow ochre thinned with water. Then mix vermilion red and crimson, make light tone and apply on the arm at light side. You can realize now that light is coming from left side. Make the contour soft. Mix red, yellow ochre and white, apply at the left side. Keep the bold strokes, don't smash the color. Mix cerulean hue and little bit Persian blue and apply at the front side. Bold strokes up and down makes the lighter tone by mixing white and apply at the lighter side. Put different size strokes as the folds are lying there. Now make the dark shade mixing by Persian blue and black thinned with water and apply at the darkest area. Color isn't set things, it's relative to what's next to it, what kind of light is shining on it, whether the surface if reflective or matte. Depending on the light and time of day, green grass can be quite yellow or blue. It's never a simple match to a single tube of green paint. Some small strokes apply near the elbow by mixing crimson and yellow ochre. To paint realist painting is crucial. If the perspective is wrong, the painting won't look right, not matter how beautifully it is. Again mix orange and yellow ochre, apply in the basket. Make the light shade of yellow and put the stroke in front. Shadow orange shape of darker color, paint it right at the end after you have done everything else. Take the shade of dark pink which we previously applied in the front. Now make the contour soft as the shadow area, and when you will apply at the light side, the contour will be sharp. Make the shade of skin by mixing yellow ochre and white. Apply at the lighter area of the body. The light tones are applied in a glaze of titanium white to enhance the exciting form and to add some texture by suggesting traces of perspiration or oily skin. Note also how the form of the lips is completed with skin tones before any color is added to redden them. A variety of small brushstrokes, stippling and smudging is also used for the light tones. Mix dark brown and yellow ochre, apply in hair at the lightest side. When you start with the portrait and search for a pure form, a clear volume, through successive eliminations, you arrive inevitably at the egg. Apply one dark patch near the pink for depth. The realist artist duplicates an exacting image of a person. These portraits have been in existence for hundreds of years. Faces of historical figures, celebrities, family members, friends, pets, and self-portraits are but a few of the uses for realism portraits. Mix yellow ochre and white, make light shade and apply in the background. The darkest contrast will be near the face as it is our focal point and we want to attract the viewers here. The edges of the face will be sharp, darker shade of the brown have to be given at the left side, which will give the dimension. Likewise, starting with the egg and following the same process in reverse, one finishes with the portrait Pablo Picasso. Shadow identical color or tone in all areas of the composition. Shadows are integral part of the composition and should be painted at the same time as everything else. Spend as much time observing the subtle shift in color in shadow areas as you do in the non-shadow parts. Shadow aren't solid black. Some dark shade of the brown will be applied at the middle area. Mix Indian red, yellow ochre and black, make the dark shade and block the left corner of the area below. Apply the color up and down strokes. It will give the dimension in the composition. Dark patch will be given at the right side of the background. The dark and light tones applied in the first two stages are finally heightened for dramatic effect by increasing their contrast and smoothing out any irregularity in their paint surface. Light shadows have to be given at the right side. I used to try to draw my girlfriends. I think one of the most romantic things that anybody can do is draw a portrait of the person you love. Nick Carter. Light brown shade have to be given in the hair. Now we have completed the first layer. In the next module we will draw the details. When you are trying to paint a portrait of a very specific world, you are trying to show what makes the world different. So sometimes it means excavating certain kinds of aspects, but I don't think it's that important or it's that much of an issue as long as you get an emotional truth across. Damien Chazelle. Painting realism isn't about copying the world as it is. It is about selecting and composing a slice of reality. A subject painted with great technical skill isn't enough to make a good painting. The choice of subject needs to speak to the viewer, to grab their attention and compel them to keep looking. Spend time considering the composition of your painting. What you are going to include and how you are going to arrange it. Work it out before you start painting and you will save yourself anguish in the long run.